Welcome back, friends and family. This week we are talking about relationship skills. Specifically, we're looking at communication. Communication is really at the center of all of our relationships, and it's comprised of a lot of different things. We're going to take a look at some different communication strategies, skills, techniques throughout the week. But I want all of us to start out by thinking of a few different things. First, I want all of you to pick out someone in your life you feel is an effective communicator. By whatever criteria you deem to make someone an effective communicator. I want you to consider what that person does that makes him or her an effective communicator to you. Because we all pick up on certain things intuitively that make us feel a connection with someone else, that make us feel that person is a strong communicator. The next thing I want us all to consider is just communication in general in contemporary times, in 2020. With regards to just the technology that we have, communication behaviors, the things that we do, and with regards to our current ongoing pandemic. I know in the spring, when our schools were shut down, it highlighted a few communication things for me. One, I was very happy that we had contemporary technology to allow communication and to further connection even when we were apart. I was able to meet with my students via video conferencing online. But it also highlighted the reality that it was not a replacement for the face-to-face communication that we have in class. It wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. We didn't have the same connection in that way. I love being able to communicate with people and connect through those technologies, but I also realize they can be a distraction. They can become an impediment to effective communication. The only real communication advice I'll give right now is just the idea of being present. I think being present is the foundation of effective communication, what I deem to be effective communication, which for me is really about sharing of information, sharing of ideas, getting points across to other people, or getting the information I'm giving, the message I'm giving, making it received in the way I would like it received, and more importantly, that I am listening to and being attentive to someone who's communicating with me. And that's about being present. That's an ongoing battle for a number of reasons. Part of it has to do with the contemporary technologies we have. I struggle with that sometimes. I really work to be present by doing things like keeping my phone on silent and do not disturb, and putting it in a drawer, especially when I'm doing things with my kids, because I want to let them know they're the most important thing in that moment. I try to do the same thing just when I'm communicating with friends. If we have people over to our house or I'm visiting someone else, I try to leave my phone and not carry it with me all the time, because I don't want that distraction. I don't want that temptation of looking at something. Same thing with, I try to very much avoid a lot of interaction with social media. I might post some things, might use it to connect with somebody, but I try to not spend a lot of time scrolling through things, because I want to use these modern communication tools. I want to control them. I don't want them to control me. And that's part of being present. The other part about being present is just being present with my thoughts in a particular moment. That's very important for us to remember, especially as educators right now, really as all people right now, in what is still a challenging situation in the world for a number of reasons. It's important for us to be present and not let things in the past take away from our current moment. Previous challenges, previous frustrations bleed into the now. And we can't let our anxieties or fears of the future hurt our present either. So being present for me is such a big part of effective communication. Just being there in the moment. I'm excited to talk about that this week. Much love.